So for those, again, free money for those 4 chairs from Kathleen Coviello from the EDA. My name is Aaron Price. I am the, right, Kathleen? Yes? I am the CEO of TechUnited New Jersey, and I want to share with you a little bit about how we got here and why we do this. I've been an entrepreneur for my entire life. Every one of these logos you see up here is a company where I've been a founder or a co-founder. Thank you. The free money's over there, right? Where I've been a founder or a co-founder. My brother and I patented a weightlifting device in high school. I started one of the first online ordering services called Deliver You, like what you know Seamless and Grubhub to be today. And the consistent thing that I have found from these experiences is that entrepreneurship is a lonely and isolating career path. And so in 2011, I started the New Jersey Tech Meetup. I lived in Hoboken then, I still do now. I was going to New York a lot, and I thought there must be people on this side of the river, yes, who want to hang out with each other and help one another. And it was meant to be like 20, 30 people in a bar just talking, but it exploded with growth. That's our actual growth curve. It still represents the largest community of entrepreneurs in New Jersey. And so in 2016, after one of those logos of those companies I was showing you was kind of floundering, I decided to go all in on the idea of building community. The Northeast I thought was overdue. Why are we all going to South by Southwest, which is awesome, but why aren't we doing something also here at scale to unite the innovators of the Northeast? So in 2016, we launched the Propelify Innovation Festival. Any of you there? Anybody been here? Was there a few? Yeah, a couple. When I do the audience call-outs, I just like some love regardless, so let's pretend you were there. Anybody there? Yes. We had Gary Vee the first year, we've had Arianna Huffington, we have incredible speakers today with the goal of uniting innovators who propel ideas into action. That is the spirit of today. 3 years later, I was looking for an investor or a partner, and I got to know the New Jersey Technology Council. The New Jersey Tech Council acquired Propelify in 2019 so that we could bring together the 2 largest entities representing the full life cycle of entrepreneurship, innovation, and technology for the region. The organization I mentioned, 26 years old, also operates a venture fund. You see Steve back here, Mark Kolb is here, Jim Gutton will be here if I haven't seen him yet. The sister company to what is now TechUnited that invests in early stage technology. So you can meet them at the investor lounge or find them with their badges and hats. His says, if you see a guy who's wearing a hat that says The Legend, he's an investor, because he's a legend. So we were given a lot of leeway on rebuilding or reimagining the next chapter of the New Jersey Tech Council. So we rebranded as TechUnited, because my experience, much like what you see here today, is that the magic of bringing people together, of uniting people, is really, that's the special element of what makes these communities so strong and so helpful. So we rebranded as TechUnited. You'll see where the H hits the U, where things unite. That's where the most energy explodes. That's actually called our catalyst, that image behind that logo. And we reimagined our mission statement: empowering entrepreneurs, innovators, and instigators to build a better future for all. While we're all doing really incredible things to solve certain things in industry, I believe we do this really to just make society that much better. And we leaned in. We're a membership-driven organization. So we serve the full life cycle of businesses. Startups, large corporations, government entities, colleges and universities, and we surround them with thought leadership, mentorship, awareness to drive talent to these companies, to drive awareness for what they're doing, to advocate on their behalf so that the policies in the region are friendly for them to grow their business. We come to market in a few different ways. This is our largest experience, the Propelify Innovation Festival. We also host the Catalyst Awards, which honors incredible leaders in business and technology, and we run a variety of other programs, small, intimate, invite-only dinners, mentorship, other ways that we can drive opportunity and education for our members. We create a ton of content, a podcast, a blog, several media partnerships, again, in the effort of raising awareness, and we are a tech-driven organization, being TechUnited New Jersey. We built a members-only platform to allow members to connect directly with one another, to share news, to share that they're hiring, and also use an AI-driven networking tool to, again, help create networking at scale. And so innovation and entrepreneurship horizontally cuts through everything that we do, but leaning into this region, we looked at what do we do to focus on our strengths. We're a top 5 home to Fortune 500s. We've got a ton of capital, though somewhat disorganized. We've got incredible colleges and universities. We have a very supportive EDA, who I keep pointing to, is going to maybe write you a check. But we leaned into industries where we thought we could have a differentiated advantage, because we all love what's happening in New York, but we want to raise the bar for what's happening here. So with some incredible partners, I talked before about this idea of building a better future for all. we launched our Better X programs. The Better X programs are a focus on a few verticals where we look at how does technology play a role, how do we accelerate those businesses, how do we get them funding, and more so, how do we get them connected with business industry leaders who can help them scale faster. So the first that we launched was in partnership with RWJ Barnabas Health and LabCorp, both of whom are here today. We launched our Better Planet program on how tech plays a role in impacting climate change with PSEG, going on 3 years running. And our Better Connected program, which looks at how 5G plays a role in society, where there's opportunity for entrepreneurs, how we can help the retailers, and specifically this year in partnership with Audible, retailers affected by the pandemic, leverage technology to survive and thrive. And Cross River supports all of this with helping us support diverse entrepreneurship and mentorship programs across all of these Better programs. And so I am pleased to share that it is working. There are a lot of statistics that we use to track our progress with TechUnited, and there's a few I want to highlight. The first is, in this last year, we brought together over 7,500 people. Actually, this is an old slide. It's 12,000 people. So 12,000 people from our community have gotten together to help one another. We track, I talked before about creating awareness. From the content that we've created, we've organically had over 500,000 views in that content. And then the statistic that I'm most proud of is our NPS score. When I came into the organization 3 years ago, our NPS was hovering in the 20s. Within a year, we got it in the 40s. In the last 2 years, consistently, our NPS has gotten to 100. So we are thrilled that people are, if you're not familiar, the Net Promoter Score measures how much you all value what we do. So we appreciate that it is resonating. We see this as just the beginning, but things are working and resonating. If you're not a member of TechUnited, please reach out to Dan, to Devin, to any of us. Become part of our community. This is not exclusively about New Jersey. It's about having a high bar of excellence and inviting people with high ambition to just do great things. It happens to be in New Jersey, so the region benefits. But the point is to just have a high bar of excellence and to crush it. So, let's get back to today. Has anybody seen any of these silly videos I've been posting with the guitar or the rain or any of this? The point of this whole event is about bringing people together who propel ideas into action. I think of this very literally as the metaphor of a fuselage sitting on a runway waiting to take off, and without the team, without the idea itself is that plane, but without the team pushing it forward and weathering the turbulence, it goes nowhere. That's what this event is, that's what the community propels, taking ideas, not sitting on the sidelines, and propelling them into action. The point of today is to help you network with the people around you. How many of you have met someone new yet? Working on it. By the end of the day, all these hands gotta go up. And to gain a lot of knowledge. So there's a ton of content on both of these stages. We have 100 exhibitors. You can follow the most up-to-date agenda and activations at propelify.com/agenda. You'll see at the top it says Stage of Wisdom, Stage of Inspiration. This is the Stage of Inspiration. We're beaming in people at Proto. We've got Ray-Ban Stories giveaways with Meta and a whole host of incredible activations throughout the day. So I hope that you'll stick around all the way through our open bar happy hour in partnership with Amazon that goes to fireworks at 7. It's a long day, it's a lot of fun. I like to take selfies with you, so find me. Let's make that happen. Meet and help your neighbors. So right now, I want you to turn to somebody next to you, give them a high five. The goal of today is to help one another out. Start the conversation with what are you working on and how can I help? I promise you, you will see what goes around comes around. Lastly, it takes a serious village to make this happen. And so I want to thank a bunch of people who actually make this work. The first are all of our partners and sponsors who actually support us financially. This is a very expensive undertaking. What we do throughout the year is very expensive. We invest in this community heavily, and so I want to very much thank all of these partners, especially our headline partners, but every single entity that writes us a check and believes in what we do. Thank you for your support and for your belief. There have been thousands of volunteers who've helped us out since 2016. Fortunately, because of this merger with NJTC, we can afford a little bit more now, so it's not all volunteer-based, but I want all of you who are here, I know many of the volunteers who are here who are with me day one, to know how much I appreciate everything that you've done to help us get to where we are. The team at TechUnited, so the reason I know this is an old deck is because last night I updated it with all of us standing in the rain, because that's what we've been doing since Monday at 6 a.m. until last night at 8 p.m. You guys probably were home enjoying the warm weather, some warmth. We were freezing our asses off. These signs were smacking us in the face. We were taping down rugs. If you can find a team like this, hold onto them tightly. So Jasmine, Hallie, Devin, Dan, Kiana, who came up from Maryland, thank you so much for your loyalty to TechUnited, for dealing with my ridiculousness and changing everything up at the last minute. This came together awesome, and I'm so appreciative for everything that you all do. I also want to include in this mix, we build a city in 72 hours. There are a lot of vendors that make that happen. Caleb and his team from Pro Show, Irent and the guys who hustled in the rain, who were from Florida and were like, what the hell am I doing here in the rain and the cold, on the water, on scaffolding all through the night, making this work. The power guy, every single person who's moved a chair, a rug, a wire, thank you for making this happen. It takes a village, and you are part of that army, so thank you. My parents, I don't see them here yet, but I've got to thank them because I take these chances because of their belief in me. I think entrepreneurship is very much a family affair, and they inspired me from a young age to take big risks and big chances. So thank you, Mom and Dad. I love you. Hopefully you'll watch this video later. And my family. So today is my 15th wedding anniversary. My wife is over there. Definitely does not want me to point her out, but say hi to Rebecca. She'll be on stage later. She's a partner at Primary Ventures. But right now, I just want to say thank you for your love and support. Congratulations to us. This is making her very uncomfortable. For 15 years of marriage. I think it shows you the strength of a marriage that I could throw a big event on our wedding anniversary, and she's generally cool with it. But this, I promise, is the last year of this kind of crap. We were going to do it yesterday, but one, it rained, and two, the tribe would not have been that happy with me. So we had to do this. Anyway, can we do a big round of applause to all these people, especially my wife? Woo! I would give that applause like an 8. We got to up-level it here. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. Oh, see, my little emoji didn't come into my updated presentation. But the last thing was to thank all of you. All of you are what make this special. All of you being willing to high five and deal with my silliness and come here when it sometimes rains. And fortunately, this year is beautiful. But the energy that is created at this event is the most special thing that I've experienced every year for the last 7 years. So thank you for being part of this, for cheering us on. I've seen all of your emails. I read all of the social media comments. I very much appreciate it. Lean into this community. You are all what makes it so special, so thank you very much. Yes. People ask me, what's the theme of the event this year? And I talked before about these Better X programs that happen throughout the year that culminate here. I did forget to mention we're giving out $100,000 of prizes, and so make sure you stick around and watch those finales that are happening live on stage. But more than the 5G, more than Better Planet, more than Health and Life Sciences, the last 2 years have been very challenging for all of us. We got wars going on, we've got crazy political issues happening, we've obviously had this pandemic to deal with. And so more than anything, whatever's going on in my life with the New Jersey Tech Meetup, that monthly event was a highlight of positivity. This Propelify event has been an enormous highlight of positivity. So if there is one thing that I would say is the theme of this year, it's about let's propel positivity. We need more of it in this world. These companies are trying to make things better. Try to help each other out. You will find, as I said, what goes around comes around. But propelling positivity to me is the theme of what's brought us all back together after 2 years of being locked inside. So thank you so much for being with us. Speaking of positivity, Governor Murphy could not be with us here today, but he shares, are we ready? This message.
Hey everybody, Governor Phil Murphy here. It is my honor to welcome all of you to this year's Propelify Innovation Festival. A huge shout out to my friend Aaron Price and the team at TechUnited New Jersey for building the best event in tech. This important innovation festival reflects and amplifies the entrepreneurial and innovative spirit for which New Jersey is known. As we continue to advance as a leader in the technology and startup community, I am incredibly grateful to count you all as trusted partners. As entrepreneurs and innovators, you continue to reinvent industry and are critical to the New Jersey economy. Working together, we are seeing great success. In 2017, the year before our administration took office, venture capital flowing into New Jersey barely topped $800 million. Last year, it was more than $5.5 billion. This could not have happened without partnerships to build the startup economy and without events like Propelify to give it wings. I'm particularly proud that this year's event highlights some of our strongest assets and brings together corporate innovators and startups alike. promoting decarbonization and climate solutions with PSE&G, addressing a better patient experience with RWJ Barnabas Health and LabCorp, supporting Newark's retail business in partnership with Audible, empowering diverse and smart cities with Cross River Bank, Meta, Samsung, and Verizon, all the while empowering, mentoring, and funding startups. These initiatives will both transform our state and maintain our commitment to creating a stronger and fairer New Jersey. And our New Jersey Innovation Evergreen Fund directly incentivizes these types of investments and will bring even more funding to early stage startups directly and through programs like TechUnited's Better Future Labs. I'm fully behind TechUnited's mission to empower entrepreneurs, innovators, and instigators to build a better future for all. I wish you all the very best for a successful Propelify. Let us move New Jersey forward together.
Thank you, Governor Murphy. We appreciate all of your support.